right, we're going to try this again. Hey, everybody. I'm just trying to see if my phone is going to cut off again. I may have to switch back over to my iPad or something when doing your videos, because it seems like whatever's going on with my Android, I can't be able to, it's just time for me to upgrade and get y'all something else, like a vlogging camera or something like that. But I do have a couple of iPads that I can use. So I just switched over to my iPhone. So please forgive me if a lot of notifications and stuff like that start coming through. That's why I don't use my iPhone, because I would have to literally figure out everything to turn notifications off, from emails to text messages to phone calls. Because I believe with the iPhone, sometimes when people would call in, it'll get disconnected and it'll take me offline. That's what it used to do. So I don't know if they fixed that from a couple of years ago. But yeah, because I'm using the iPhone now, Miss Linda. Some of y'all need a conversation to happen too, because now I can't eat. My throat chakra is acting up. But anywho, how y'all doing? I hope everybody is well. I guess my body told me I needed to take a nap. I did get up kind of early today. Didn't get any sleep last night because the upstairs neighbor has been playing music from like 1 o'clock in the morning all the way till 7:30 the next morning, blasting, walking around, moving stuff, doing stuff like she's in a townhouse or a house by herself. So now, I have another noisy neighbor that's above me, and me and my daughter are not getting any rest, but I'm going to try and do something about that, and manifest to quickly try to move again, even though I just moved 2 weeks ago. Because trying to do out a year or more living up under this person is not going to work. So obviously, it's some issues that she has, whether she know of them, whether her family probably do know of it. Obviously, it's something that she needs help with. And yeah, that's a whole nother story. Health, okay, Virgo. But anyway, so yeah, I went and did a lot of errands this morning, knocked out some grocery shopping, had to go to the pharmacy for my daughter, and started, coming back home, cleaning up Virgo 6 house. Because that's where the sun is. So a lot of y'all also could be really cleaning up lately. Hey, Divine 8, where have you been? We missed you. All right, let's get it going. So yes, Mercury is in Virgo. Didn't check on how long it's going to be there, but it just recently got there, so it's going to be at least a couple more weeks. Venus has not, Venus has not gotten to Libra yet. I believe that is the first week of October. Yeah, you're working very hard. Divine 8, I don't know what's going on. Like what's been coming through for the readings, a lot of hard work is very much implemented right now. And I believe I told y'all that like months ago, when Saturn went retrograde, right? Not only about unfinished business, but things catching up, unfinished business, things that were not taken care of before, will come back up to the surface, whether it's legal matters, whether it's personal things about you and in your life. And I'm talking about everybody. Unfinished business with people that you associated with, whether they were platonic, people you used to hang around with, enemies or frenemies, um, old lovers, exes, ex-spouses, baby mamas, baby daddies, even old jobs that could be calling some of y'all back, to see, if you left in good terms, would you like to come back, you know? Um, and also, through a divine aspect, things that is due for you is coming towards you, right? The reward. Um, let's just say from Saturn, right? But it's kind of like still wrapping up everything with the unfinished business to make sure that things that, first of all, you're still wanting to be aligned with it and for it. And you said, nope, not going back. I know that's right. Um, and it's kind of like Saturn, like, hey, I didn't forget about you. You did everything that you were supposed to do beyond and above. And I got your reward. But now I have to test the waters of if you're still in alignment for it, if you still kind of want it. Um, and I need you to kind of finish up the business about it, because whatever this is, and of course it's going to be different for everybody. Whatever this unfinished business was, it's about things, the situation itself, or even paperwork that was not completed um, in the past, right? And that itself is what could be coming back up to the surface or back up into your life, where that you thought it was done and over with, you separated from the situation, the person. um let's just say, for example, some of you were living with your mate 5, 6, 7 years ago. You have no idea what that other person was. Both of y'all names was on the lease, right? They left you with the house or the apartment. You got charged for any damages, some rent that may have not been paid, or their portion. For some of you, you learned the lesson that you was supposed to find a roommate or somebody that can come in, take care of their portion of the rent by their name being on the lease. And because you did not do that, and you were very strong-willed and you footed all the bill, but it got overwhelming. Some of you may have got evicted or decided to move to something cheaper or move to another state. And then for somehow or for some reason, it's back up on your credit again, right? And some of you could be trying to move or finally buy a house, get some type of loan approved for first-time home buyers. And this apartment, right, come back up to the surface from 7 years ago when it should have been deleted off of your account, off of your credit report, but it comes back up to the surface. You see what I'm saying? And so now it's all about doing the leg work, the paperwork of trying to dispute it, get it off of there, or for some of you to go ahead and pay them, or um, the credit repair, and the collections people. But you understand, I'm just using that as an example. Some of you may have actually went through that in your younger years. um but that's the type of thing when I talk about unfinished business. It can be from paperwork to, from relationships, where no closure was done. Even though you moved on, that person moved on. One of y'all or both of y'all had children. One of you or both of you got married. And it was just that relationship that should have had really came together and been that relationship. But that person chose to do infidelity or cheat or to move on and not choose you. And now their life is a huge mess. But yours is a lot more better, um, because you understood your worth. Um, You learned your lesson from it. For some of you, you learn even then, like, hey, I'm not finna fight for this or for you, because I'm not finna fight for a person who is cheating on me to stay in a relationship. Now, some people do, right? But that's more of ego filled. And that person from 5, 7, 8, 10, 20 years ago, for some of you, is wanting to find you because they know they made a huge mistake. They know that their life would have been totally different if they would have stood up and stood their ground for you, and been about you and the relationship truly. Both of your lives probably would have been different. But that person now is trying to find you, to seek you, for resolution, for healing, because they know that all of the karma that they probably did or still is encompassing is because of what they did to you and how they treated you. You understand? So all different type of scenarios, but things like that is what Saturn brings back to the surface, because it's time to wrap those situations up in your life, and it's time for a new, or the other half of your life to press forward, right? The last 10, 20 years, because some of you are older, some of you are younger. So the last 5 to 7 to 10 to 20 years, it's finally closing to a chapter. So that means also your mindset is going to change. This is the shift that is happening to a lot of us right now, which is not only spiritually but mentally. Because some of you will begin now to finally put that to rest, in your mind and in your heart. Because for several years, some of you could have been always reflecting back to that, remembering, thinking. But now, once Saturn start to go direct, and for the next 10 years, you're going to have a whole new frame of mind, because Saturn is about to close that final chapter up. Now, y'all also see in the social media, a lot of people are getting snatched up that should have been snatched up a long time ago. This is what I mean about unfinished business. It was tried, or it was tried to be done before or in the past, but it didn't succeed. But now that Saturn went retrograde, a lot of stuff is coming back up to the surface. A lot of people have been, and I don't care what frame of job or entertainment, political, government, allegedly, whatever, okay, all frames and works of life. Several people should have been dealt with and done with, regarding their karmic output into the world, into society, and to people. And because it could have been tested on or tried to be taken care of in the past, but it didn't succeed. The person wasn't captured. The person wasn't dealt with with the law or in courts correctly or at all. They scapegoated it. They got away with it. It was paid off. It was dismissed. However, okay, not only people in society, but things in your life too, right? The unfinished business of Saturn being retrograde is that now is going to be a closed chapter. Now is going to be seen, is going to be dealt with. Just like you're going to do that paperwork now, you're going to finish that up, because there's other things on your path now that you have to step over that threshold and move forward into something else. This is the next step in your journey, where it's other things that it's time for you to accomplish, to think about, to achieve, meet new groups of people. For some of you, being different type of relationships or a certain type of relationship. You understand? So this karmic cycle is ending. So the worst thing that could have happened for people is Saturn went retrograde, because now everything is being exposed. People are being exposed for things that should have been done at least 10 years ago. Okay, because Saturn is 10, also can be possible 20. But I know some of you may not be old enough, because some of you may just be like in your early 30s. So that means that you were like 10 or 13 at the time. You understand? So now, for right now, if you're in your early 30s, for example, and Saturn is just now going retrograde for you, for the, I guess it could say maybe the first go round, because you're in your 30s. Because karmically, you would not answer for anything if you're 10. You understand? Now, civilly and spiritually, you can, if you harm somebody, okay, or do some type of unfortunate act on another human being, karmically and spiritually, a 10-year-old will pay for it, right? But depending on the circumstances, civilly or in this realm, depending on what that act of nature was, they will civilly or in public or a court of law may be charged or whatever, or some type of discipline. But I believe the person needs to be 15 and up. But they have tried and convicted 10 and 12-year-olds before. But like I said, only karmically will that person, it will be like a mark in their journey where they will have to, unfortunately, pay for that incident that they did, being like 10 and 12 years old. But maybe not necessarily in society. It depends on how bad of the incident. You get what I'm saying? But spiritually and karmically, no, you do not get away with it at 10 and 12. Now, in some people's different religious beliefs, that's something else. I'm just talking about spiritually and karmically. Now, your certain religious beliefs may have other principles, traditions, and etc. I'm not talking about that, right? But anyway, today's video wasn't about Saturn, but Saturn, I guess, is about to do something big, because I spent like 15, 19 minutes talking about Saturn, which I didn't mean to. So y'all know, whenever I'm channeling, whatever comes out, it comes out for a reading. So maybe we'll see the world card or something that may come out. Okay, so analyzation, hasta, which is hands, which is also, like I told you a couple of days ago, which is Virgo 6th house. Health, work, service, 9 to 5 job, the service or the work for the people, which can be an actual position that some of you may have. It can be anything from customer service over the phone, cashiering. Hey Reese, how you doing? It can be working in a warehouse that's really working with your hands. So that can be logistics, shipping, building pallets, scanning packages, stuff like that. What else? Nursing or medical field, working with your hands. Whether you're a CNA or RN, doctor, orthodontist, it don't matter. All of that, I just say medical field. Service is anything most likely blue collar. Okay, now of course white collar. Damn, I was finna say white collar crimes. Is something finna come out? But anyway, white collar, they're still working with your hands. But when we talk about the work and the service of Virgo 6th house, we're really implementing working with your hands. So even entrepreneurship, some of you may make your own crafts. Some of you may be in cosmetology or style hair, make wigs. You can be a barber. You can cut hair. You can make your own clothing, apparel, textiles. So, like I said, anything working with your hands is going to be very much highlighted up until October the 15th. Okay. So a lot of jobs may actually start hiring right now because it's in the energy. The sun is in Virgo. So a lot of jobs may actually open up and start hiring because they need the hands, they need the help. Even though they have not, that I've seen, really been calling people back the past couple of months. The energy, the sun is there for it right now. Especially like serving, like waitressing, waiter, cocktail server, stuff like that. What else? Mercury is in Virgo, right? So mercurial energy is always a third house of Gemini, is about decision making. So how is that going to, let's get your third card. I tried to shuffle your relationship cards, but they didn't want to act right. So some of y'all still having relationship issues. Okay. The person either still not talking, they're still not cooperating. Wisdom. You're not wanting to speak or talk with them, whatever the case, but your relationship cards didn't want to shuffle, so I just put them to the side, and we're going to go ahead and do that. We got prayers. Smoke. All right. Let's see. So Mercury is courage, is willpower. It is finally taking action after making a decision and moving forward. After a lot of thinking, analyzation, contemplating, whether that's on your behalf or somebody else. Some of you have been meditating and or praying about a situation as some type of help to fix the issue or to bring you clarity and wisdom. Queen of Wands. Well, there go to creativity right there. Some of you, somebody has crossed your mind. You're thinking about somebody that you once was very much attracted to, somebody that you really had liked. I feel that the situation, the shit went up in smoke. So you probably, went ahead and dismissed it, tried to stop analyzing or over analyzing the situation of why it went up in smoke. But the only thing you gained or got from it was clarity and wisdom. That for some of you, you just realized through your analyzation that the person is just not meant for you. They're not ready for a person like you. That's not your fault. I can probably say it's not their fault either, but yeah, it is. Because some of you, through wisdom, you're learning also that you can't be with everybody. Such as how much in the past that you used to give people opportunity to be so much in your energy without reciprocation, without taking ownership of their betrayal, lies, giving, gaslighting you, things like that. But now your clarity, your intuition, and your wisdom, your heightened level of frequency from the past has totally changed. And so now, even though you still give people opportunity, you just finally realize that you don't want to go backwards like maybe how you used to do in the past. And your mind is it seems like your mind is your work of art now, where that you use it so much with clarity mixed with your intuition that you really truly analyze everything. I'm also hearing that you're analyzing your food even better. A lot of you are reading labels, ingredients, because that's food, Virgo 6th house. You're really thinking about changing your whole aspect of your life, far as exercise, the way that you're eating, who you are, giving service to, such as putting effort, attention, communication, also Mercury. And it's kind of like you're letting your wisdom speak for you. Okay. Queen of Wands here is also you're understanding again your worth. I don't really see here so far that any of you are just putting yourself out there for attention, but you're getting attention anyway in some type of way. But somebody here is also realizing of what a hot tamale that you really were. They really seen how your mind really operated, how much you was an analyzer, your thoughts, your creativity, your attraction, the wisdom, how you spoke, what you said, the things that you knew, not only like in this realm, but spiritually. Okay. So somebody is really missing you here. I don't see you with this person at this time, but I do see probably the next couple of weeks. Some of you, this person will be crossing your mind. I don't see that you want them back, but you're going to be going back to reanalyzing of why it didn't work, because you're human. So you want some type of how can I say it? I guess logical, physical explanation, but the instinct and the wisdom from within and spiritually is telling you you already know why it didn't work. Okay. Some of you are thinking about or have been, I guess, maybe over the weekend or the next couple of days into the next weeks. Some of you will be getting out more. Okay. So that can be maybe you are shopping, you're doing some type of activity, you may be accepting some type of invitation, like a party, a birthday party, going out for some type of fun or entertainment, because you've been analyzing yourself like, I need to get out. I need to get out. I need to go do something. You also could be getting a conversation or telephone call for somebody as an invitation, Page of Pentacles, like I said, okay? And you're going to analyze it, and you're going to be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go. Because you're coming out of this energy here. Sitting up against this tree, don't want to budge, being a little stubborn about something that maybe didn't go your way. And you're understanding that, that opportunity didn't go well. Some of you missed the opportunity. You turned down an opportunity. You turned down a invitation and or a date with somebody. Also could have been a reconciliation or a chance to reconnect. Or for some of you, because I'm speaking for a lot of different people, okay? Or for some of you, you're realizing that, that opportunity with that person who you probably liked, you were attracted to them, whether mentally or physically. You were just really Virgo energy. You were just trying to really figure out of why it didn't work. Because you got all the checks for the boxes. So why didn't the situation come together? And this is you now starting over. Not with the person per se, because I don't necessarily see that yet. But as a Page of Pentacles, you're learning through your wisdom of how much effort, work, and service to give to people when they come into your energy, not to go full content with them, to only give them little bits and pieces of information, little bits of pieces of time, energy, entertainment, conversation, analyzation, not to put yourself in overdrive for a person you barely know. And this is what you are doing now versus then how you used to do things in the past. Okay. Now, with the Page of Pentacles also, some of you are going to some type of new training. It also can be like on-the-job training, some type of new class, skill. Also, some of you getting back into your hobby that could also be making or will be making you some money. This is also, again, like I said, going back to school, some type of class, orientation. You know how they do job orientation. This also can be college for some of you, applying for some type of college, doing some type of application. For some of you, it can be your young child prep course, college course at a younger age, or also, because pages are still going to be children for us because there are children, whether they are young or older. If they are under 25, then I still consider them a page. Okay. 25 and older, then I will start to see them as knights. 23, 25, I would start to see them as knights in the deck. But for me, anybody 23 and younger, they're pages. Nine of Pentacles. Giving yourself this opportunity to allow yourself and know that it's time for you to do better. Not only physically, spiritually, but your sense of wisdom. It's something here that you want to learn more about. Can also be divination, spiritual world. You're also learning about things or opportunities that can be better for you or to give you happier times in your life, such as finding new restaurants, signing up for different art classes or pottery classes, dance class as a form of exercise, getting yourself just out there, a little bit more than you were. Because this is also a sense of some of the prayers that you have done and or through meditation that it's time for you to be seen. Okay. Queen of Wands to the Nine of Pentacles here. Was that the Ace? Now, the Page, remember the Page is the only one in the tarot, the Page of Pentacles, that can become a queen or a king. Okay? Because the Page of Pentacles is the only one that takes the offer. If offered, that is taken or offered, okay, that takes the Ace of Pentacles very seriously. That means, again, such as a page, right? Let's use a family member of yours as an example. They could be just out of high school. They can be a page. They can be one of the ones in your family that takes the Ace of Pentacles very seriously, where that they apply themselves, they go ahead and register for college, they go do the tours, they applied for or got scholarships, they applied for grants, they applied for this, they applied for that, they signed up for this type of lecture, they signed up for outside tutoring in classes, whatever the case may be, right? The Page of Pentacles is the only one that does put effort into what they offer and what they receive. Anything that they receive, they do something with it. They turn that pentacle as a page into an ace. And this is again what I was saying about your reward. Y'all heard me say that earlier, right? The reward is coming. For some of you, this is going to be a huge reward. Also can be some type of grant, direct deposit that some of you been waiting on. Maybe it's back pay for some of you. This can be alimony that's awarded for some of you. This, unfortunately, can also be an inheritance. It can be a scholarship that some of you may get. Or as a mother for some of you, one of your child or children got a scholarship or some type of achievement or award. And that means a lot to you as a single parent. This is also an invitation that some of you will accept, which can be a date. Some of you may even ask somebody out here. Don't have to be love. It can be a friend, somebody platonic. It can be you accepting an invitation again from somebody that you know. Somebody may hit you up and like, hey, I need you to ride with this party with me. You can be like, what? Yeah, okay, let me get dressed. Let me get dressed up as the Queen of Wands, King of Wands energy, Nine of Pentacles. Let me spray on my smell good. Let me do something or go get a lineup, a haircut. Let me do my hair real quick, Queen of Wands, because y'all know how I step out when I'm single and I'm mingling. And you are going to attract somebody here. Now, the time period of this is going to be different for everybody. And the rebuttal of this is that if you do meet or run into somebody, you may actually accept or give out an offer of meeting up with them at another time. Again, that's because Mercury and Virgo is going to kind of make you want to reciprocate or do the service or the work of a presented opportunity. Okay. Some of you also will, again, be getting some type of reward or it can be monetary. It can be a letter in the mail that you're expecting. It could be direct deposit, a grant, a loan. This is also can be money coming towards you for a down payment for a house, an apartment, moving fees. It can be, for some of you, your first check. That after you've been employed, you're finally getting your first salary or check or something like that. I'm telling you, I was feeling somebody is around your energy. Now, I know a lot of people, like myself also, are single, but you're not mingling, right? This was the card that came out, I believe, yesterday or day before yesterday. It was about seeing the signs, symbols, and the messages that will be on your path, and it's up to you to recognize and to see it. Can be why the oracle card is here, wisdom. Okay. Let's see. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Because we do have the prayers card here. So, just remember, sometimes, prayers may not be answered after you invoke or ask or call them in, because it's not on your timing. Okay. Again, I see some of you don't want to, and y'all remember this card here? Y'all remember that card from the other day? Some of you may have gotten news of a child or a grandchild or somebody in your family being presented or asked or accept the offer as a godmother, godfather here. But this is okay, thank you. See, look at there. What did I say the first 40 minutes? Talking on Saturn, right? And I told you that the reward was coming, a new path, starting a new beginning. Now, we have new beginnings all the time, but some of you don't recognize it as that. Some of you may just see it as moving on. You finished that up, and now you're starting somewhere. I'm going to say somewhere else. So some of you may be moving to another city, another state, another side of the country. But you don't see it as a new start. You don't see it as a new beginning. Unless it's something very detrimental. Then when you finally move on or proceed as that transformation, then you'll say out loud, Mercury, this is a new beginning, this is a new start. But we have new beginnings and new starts more than you actually think. Sometimes some are larger than others. But this new beginning of what I've also been channeling is a huge new beginning, because this is going to be a whole new chapter in your book, okay, in your acoustic records. This is going to be a new page in your journey. What is this? Yeah, see there, act, charging forward. When you combine action with unwavering faith, the power of grace will meet your need. So you're about to charge forward in this new start, new beginning. This is why you are the page as learning, because you haven't walked this walk. Okay. You don't know all of the information on this part of your new beginning or new journey. You are a page because you haven't met these new groups of people in your community, at those restaurants, at those bars, at the library. You never been, okay, in this particular city, state, or this side of town, whatever the case may be. You never been at this new job or at this company. So Page of Pentacles, you're learning new things, you're meeting new people, you're finding out who your FedEx or UPS driver going to be for the company on that route. You get what I'm saying? So everything as a page is you're open to learning. And it's going to sit and fit very well for you as the Nine of Pentacles. This is also an offer or saying yes to a proposal, acceptance of a marriage, or an actual planning now of a wedding, because you accepted it as the Queen of Wands and Page of Pentacles for some of you. Oh, before I forget, because they just told me, but I kept talking. This is an acceptance of a contract. You take it how it resonates for you, but this is a offer to a contract. Some of you will be signing your name, Mercury energy in Virgo. But this is the signing of a contract here, whether it's love, platonic, or business. Contracts or contract. Okay. People need to, I would suggest, to stop thinking that love is not partnerships or contracts. It is. If you say yes, you're going to date somebody, then you're spiritually and verbally signing a contract with that person to be in partnership with them. Dating. Now, you sign another verbal contract when you decide to move in together, right? Whether their name on a lease or whatever the case may be, but you're then signing another verbal and karmic contract with this person that now you're taking things, Ace of Pentacles to the Two of Cups, to another level. That can be moving in together. That can be, okay, we're only going to date each other. Even though I get hit on still, Queen of Wands. But somebody here is specifically going to give or accept the offer after being single or while being single to partner with somebody. So they can be signing a job contract as an employee. They can be signing a new contract such as getting assistance with a company in your community or in your state. But you will be signing or getting some type of contract here. It may even become even more serious. See there? Choice. I can't even get it out of my mouth. It may even become even more serious about time Venus goes into her natural home in the next couple of weeks. Okay? Because the partnership is showing up here already. Choice. For every action, there is a reaction. So make sure you choose wisely while moving forward. Without, some of you may not even want to make a decision. That's a choice. If you decide not to make a choice, that's a choice. That's a decision. Some of you, like I said, you may want to move forward, whatever this contract is. Verbally, physically signing your name on a dotted line. We got the Ace of Pentacles. That can be a new house, a new apartment. It can be a move. It can be down payment for a vehicle, new or used. Choose wisely, making a choice to date this person, to accept this person back, because I do see you single here, okay? Some of you can be also charging for it by finally making a decision to become single. Some of you also may be making a decision to be a third party to somebody here. And you're giving them the Ace of Pentacles by telling them yes, or allowing this verbal and karmic contract to proceed forward. Queen of Wands to the Nine of Pentacles. Some of you know that the person you're dealing with is not single, but you're dealing with them anyway. And you giving them full-blown permission in your life, in your home, taking you away from singlehood, distracting you from some of you. You're learning or want to learn everything about this person. But some of you do know, well, everything didn't go right before with the other person. So I'm going to make a decision and just be with the next person who comes toward me, because I'm tired of sitting by this tree, not really having anything to enjoy, to do, to go out with, to wine and dine you, whatever the case may be. So you may have met somebody, for some of you, and you gave an offer or accepted an offer to be a third party. Be very careful with that. Now is not the time to do that. Not with Saturn retrograde. It's not a good choice at all. But the choice you make is telling you to choose wisely. Okay. Make sure you're analyzing, looking over your contracts that you sign, reading the fine print that is totally Virgo 6th house. Okay. See, vulnerability. All right, let's just get some partnership information. Really use your wisdom right now. And with Mercury being in Virgo and 9 of Pentacles here, you really will be using your insight. Okay. You're going to really be wanting to use and understand with clarity. You're waiting on to give out a message or to receive a message after you have gave or accepted some type of offer. So now you're waiting on the answer or the outcome. Mercury. I want to know, what can I find out? I want to know, what is this, what is this Ace of Pentacles? Secret admirer, timid. Oh, so somebody finally gonna make a choice and come. What is this? What I tell you? Proposal. Commitment. Now, it did. I don't know whether this came in reverse or upright on how I picked it up. But I'm gonna be positive for you. Okay. For some of you, somebody wants to adamantly charge forward. And they could be doing it without thinking, but they have been thinking before. But they keep over analyzing it, and now they're wanting to, I can't stop thinking about you. You see how that came out? They wanna come towards you very quickly with some type of proposal of commitment. Now, it don't have to be marriage, love. Like I said, this can be a job offer. The Ace of Pentacles can be anything above. Okay. Don't have to be a marriage proposal for everybody. It can be that the company call you back and they want to offer you a position. Commitment. You're going to be committed to be an employee and do the scheduled hours, right? And they're not going to take their time or be very slow about go ahead and getting you signed up. We already talked about the Queen of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, going to orientation, job training, etc. Okay, it's going to be different for everybody. Yeah, they probably can't stop thinking about you because of the wisdom and the 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. You were looking good. You had on a good outfit. Your resume was good. The way that you talk, Mercury and Virgo, they seen what was on your resume, that you're a hard worker, a good worker. You know what you're doing. Great, great customer service, whatever the case may be of what you're applying for. Okay. So they want the help. They want your help. They want your expertise, wisdom. You're going to look the part, all right? Because some of you, 8 of Pentacles in reverse, you may not be sure if you want to commit. Who is that? Hey, Michael Stevens. How are you? Some of you, 8 of Pentacles in reverse, you're not very busy right now. You ain't doing too much. So it's time for a commitment anyway to come into your life. Now, for some of you, yes, it also can be a physical person. But make sure... I'm just finna say, make sure you choose wisely. A player, being very strategic. Now, whoever this is, um, they could be being very strategic towards you right now because they still actually playing, right? Page of Pentacles. They still play too much. But I feel that this person is coming towards you with some type of real, some type of worthy commitment. Now, it probably won't be no let's get married tomorrow, but it can be a level of commitment where they're going to try and act right. Okay? Let's just say that, because you do have the Ace of Pentacles to the Two of Cups. Now, for some of you, this can be somebody that you know, because the Two of Cups, I believe, is somebody that you already that you already gave your cup to before. That's why you sitting looking like that. You see how you rejecting that cup and you're looking at these? You're looking at these because you gave it out or tried to give it out to a person before. Okay? And this is why you're looking here at these three like, man, I was trying to be committed to the person. I was trying to date them. I was trying to get to know them. I was trying to stay in a relationship. I was trying to stay living with them. It's going to be different for everybody, right? But the Two of Cups, like I just remembered, is sometimes can be a cup that you already shared with the person before, but it didn't work out, okay? Or it didn't fully be able to go to that level of commitment in the next stage. So it could have been interrupted by a third party situation, Three of Cups, whether they were being a player, they had other people or another person that was in their life that they were paying more attention to. It also could have been, that they were heavily involved in their commitments, such as bills, jobs, child care, child support, paying for this and paying for that, and they just didn't have the time to invest into you the way that you wanted them. But, just a word of wisdom. Don't try and be a player or be strategic to get back at somebody. If somebody was to come back to you to try to reconnect with you again, I do have Leo. I got Leo here twice. Don't have to be their sun sign, but got Leo, Virgo, Gemini. Now, some of you also may have left the game open, where that you were the player or very strategic, where that you didn't make a move after they last made a move. You left the playing board open. You see how you sitting there and you made your last move and you were waiting on them to make a move and they didn't. So this is why also you're being rewarded also can be with a new person as a blessing with the prayer. And actually, your strategic game was that you were left single, which is one of the best, most beautiful blessings that it can be, because you get to enjoy yourself and your life. Because once you do have or put toward a commitment to another person, you change, because your life changes and your life alters. And a lot of times when people do get into commitments, they lose their self, depending on the person, because you try or you strive to be the best person that you can, not only for yourself, but more for the other person, to appease them, you know, to make things or keep things copacetic in the relationship. Well, I'll do it. You know, what we eating today? Do I need to stop by the store? Do you want me to bring you some home to eat? Um, you know, and you're now sharing, okay, you're now sharing your resources, Virgo 6th house, when you didn't have to do that before. All the money, Queen of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, was going on yourself, your own environment, your own home. You know, you were spending more money on luxury items, taking yourself out, buying nice clothes, expensive perfumes, colognes, you know, traveling, any type of entertainment that you wanted to do or attend, you were able to do it. Um, you know, you were living your single life. But once you become proposal or commitment, all of that changes. It does. Because now you have to be considerate of the other person. And now you have to be very strategic of the moves that you make. Okay? Once you commit to somebody else. Whatever that may be. Ace of Pentacles. Anxiety and worry. Two of Cups. Just in reverse. Disputes and legal matters. Didn't I say that earlier about legal matters? Okay. So some of you may be also worried or have a lot of anxiety about a dispute. Again, it can be legal matters over a contract with the business, mortgage, bank, apartment complex, on the job. You're waiting on the outcome. Okay. Because there will be no disputes. Or the dispute is going to be, am I saying the right word? Allocated, fixed, or done? Because you got Ace of Pentacles. So don't worry about a dispute. Now, again, when Venus gets in her own home, which is the legal matters, the justice, the scales, right? This also can be when this situation goes better in your favor or gets wrapped up. Some of you, you know, you were being very strategic about what you said, how you did it, the moves that you made, the answers to the dispute that you were needing to present on your behalf. Waiting on them, like I said, with the game here, chess, not checkers, okay? Being very smart, very intuitive is also the Queen of Wands. So lastly, for the people, sexual desire in reverse. I was finna say, for the people who want to know a little bit probably about commitment or love, let's see. Then we're going to end your reading for tonight. Yeah, see, this is why they like you. You're so different from everyone around them. You're handsome, you're beautiful, but you're also spiritually smart. Now, these cards here that I'm dealing, if you want to make that your row, I can understand. And the second row I put out, that can be the other person or vice versa. But the reading itself, no, you can't switch that. So it's all too much. Why is it that you love me? Now, you see how this is opposite? Well, it's in reverse. One person wants it, the other person did not, or do not. Now, that also can be a strategic plan, okay? Especially when you playing chess, not checkers. So, just because somebody is not implicating or showing you, that don't mean that they don't desire it or desire you. So, again, stay strategic. Because this person or whoever this is also can still reach out to you in some type of way. They also could be getting a separation and or divorce, or it's about to happen. And so now this person is very much thinking about you. Because like I said, with Saturn being in retrograde, this also can be somebody way from your past that now that they're can have an undisputed separation, divorce that has happened, is over, or is in the works. This person now is wanting to come back towards you after all these years. Because when I talk about a lot of stuff, a lot of y'all think about somebody from recent. And it's not always about that, especially when you have a major planet like Saturn retrograde. A lot of times it's not about somebody you were dating last year or 6 months ago or 2 years ago. Saturn energy is about long-term ago type of situations, okay? Now, when it comes to legal matters and things like that and different job opportunities, yes, of course, that's recent, but people don't believe in you, or somebody don't believe in your person. Well, I feel lonely. Somebody's feeling lonely and vulnerable. Now, especially somebody coming towards you because they're lonely is not a good idea. Okay? That is something that you totally must avoid. But I do want to find out, I need to find out what is this Ace of Pentacles. Before I let you go, if it'll give it to me. And what is this Ace of Pentacles here for you? Well, it's the stork. So again, storks can be birth of a child, but it also could be birth of an opportunity. It is a blessing. You got blessings there already. Prayers. The Ace of Pentacles also is an extension of a reward from the divine or the energy, Elohim, however you want to say it. Okay. But the stork is in reverse. So this opportunity, while you're still having anxiety and worryation because the opportunity haven't presented itself yet, now you got the garden, peace, zen, serenity. Letting you out of a contract or some type of situation, because you're not going to have to dispute it or go through it. Now, that can't be guaranteed for everybody. Maybe you disputed something already, and because you did, you don't know the outcome of it yet, and so that's why you have anxiety. But for some of you, your blessing is that you don't have to dispute it. You don't have to, because this also can be an eviction. But you're going to get the money to help you with a transition, some type of help, Ace of Pentacles, a way out. You're not going to have a legal matter or a dispute. If you're divorcing this other person, you probably can do a divorce with that. You know, you could do a divorce without the person there. because they'll make you do an ad in the paper and stuff like that and let it run for, I think it's 14 days or for 30 days or something like that. And if the person does not answer the ad, then the judge will grant you a divorce. So you don't necessarily have to have the person there to make them sign divorce papers. Y'all know that, right? Now, of course, that's how it is in Georgia. Not quite sure about other states, but this is also somebody that may have the bail money to get out. Even though somebody may not been granted bail here, but they sitting good with the garden there. They're not pressed that they're sitting in jail. This could be somebody that you know. This could be somebody in society. But I feel whoever this is, they're not imprisoned. Community. This is somebody that you know. And that been in your house before. Wow. So for some of you, this is somebody that the situation between both of you did not commit or go to the next level. So the blessing was retracted. Okay. This is somebody here also that is wishing that you will grant them opportunity to befriend you, to be in your energy, to now reciprocate to you what they didn't do before as some type of offer. That can be anything from like coming around you more. Okay. It may not start out as no full-blown commitment just like that, but this is somebody that you know of from your past, can be from your community, old neighborhood, old city or state where you used to live. But whoever it is, they've been in your house before. It don't have to be recent, but this person has been over your house. Okay. They have been to family functions or around family. But this person wants to get closer to you again. And we got mature man in reverse. Back to the Page of Pentacles. The choice card. Remember what it said. A choice is coming your way. It says to make sure you choose wisely. Okay? For every action, there's a reaction. Well, at least the fox is in reverse. Like I said in the beginning, I don't feel that this person is coming to do harm or to mislead you. I just feel that they're still being a little strategic. They may be separating or going through something as something being let out of their life, or they're being separated from an issue. But their mindset, their ways is not all the way mature. So just keep that in mind when you're making a choice. And then we got message of concern in reverse. Because this person feel that you don't want to hear from them, or you will not be open to hear from them. If this person had to sneak before or sneak around to see you or to be around you, they don't have to do that now. So you're not even interested. And this person is single, whoever there is. And there go your message right there. Look what flipped out. I'm telling y'all, some type of marriage and proposal is around the corner for some of you. If it's not, then this is a separation and a divorce. Now, keep up with y'all public society, because I don't be studying that crap. So it can be some type of celebrity or somebody like that you're gonna hear in the news that they're divorcing within the next 6 months. They're moving out, moving on, and that they're immediately about to get married to somebody else. It's gonna come out in social media, the community. It also can be a small intimate wedding or a courthouse type of wedding. Also can be a younger man, or you're the younger man, and some of y'all are wanting to propose to an older woman. Now it don't have it. It can be 4 to 5 years older. For some of you, the other person can be 20 years younger or 20 years older. But for some of you, you will, for the next 6 months, some of y'all can be moving, and you will meet or run into somebody in a small knit setting or in that community. Or a family member can be introducing you to somebody that they know from their neighborhood and introducing them to you, or vice versa. But with the marriage card and the house, that's 6 months for me. My house card is 6 months. Some of y'all can be moving within 6 months, 2 months, 2 weeks, 3 months. And whoever that you will be meeting on your path within the next 3 months to 3 years, depending on your age. Some of you will be moving in with this person or get a house together and will be in some type of commitment that will lead to marriage and living together. Hey. So if some of y'all was thinking about moving, it may be 3 to 6 months, 2 weeks, 2 months. Could be once you get the money, once you get an appraisal or an approval. You could also have, or is in the midst of looking, and you're going to find something that's very comfortable for you and that's in your budget. Okay. That's really going to make you feel like home. But this also can be a person that may want to come back and move in with you. So be very careful with that. Because whatever they're free from it. So I don't really see that this person is tied up or committed to that situation and or people. Also can be a community, whether that is a job that they kept dealing with that was taking all their time up. Family issues has gotten resolved, whether they had other children, dealing with other baby mamas or baby daddies, whatever the case may be. They're not sneaking around with that issue anymore because they are maturing. Okay. Now, again, you may not even met this person or know this person yet. But just know that whatever they were committed to or dealing with, they will be separated from it. So I'm going to leave it there. Do I need to change the title to Marriage in 6 months? But I see it here. So congratulations, because this is what this is. This is what this is. And I said this about an hour ago, didn't I? This is a marriage proposal and commitment. Where's the other card? Bam. This is marriage proposal and commitment from somebody that was once single, accepts the offer of marriage commitment. Now, it can start out as dating, okay, as the commitment, as the offer, because you're single, right? So you accept and start dating this person. You act and then you charge for it with action, with unwavering faith, because the power of your grace is going to meet your need. Because you thought about it. You are not being intimate with this person because you want proposal and or marriage here. And you don't mind learning more about this person and getting to know this situation. And this person is like, shit, you hot as, damn, you fine. Darn you handsome, darn you beautiful. You're so imaginative, you're so creative, you know how to dress, you smell good, you look good, and you smart, and you got spiritual knowledge. Why wouldn't I want to marry you or commit to you? Yes. So you're like, bam, I got to make a choice. Because I know with every action, there's a reaction. So I must choose wisely. So do I accept this offer as being single, taking me away from my potential outcome and fun? You know, being single, being able to go and do what I want. But, you know, I'm tired of feeling lonely. I'm tired of feeling down and out and despair. So, some of you, your wisdom, you're going to accept this blessing that was given to you by the divine. Saying like, okay, well, I learned my lesson from before. And so now it's time for me to experience and have new situations in my life, learn new things. I've met a new person. This is the next part or journey of my life. The past 10, 5, 7, 20 years ago, that's done, that's over. I've healed. I've changed. But I have anxiety and stress that is it going to be a repeat of the past? But this person says, you know what? You're so different from everyone that is around me. I see you as this. And I see that this is something that I do not want to no longer dispute. Miss Linda, you ain't lying, boy. This took a huge turn. This thing took a huge turn. I no longer want to be a fox, being slick and sly and trying to get away with stuff, you know. Because I no longer want to be a secret admirer that was in the background, stalking you, watching you, being very timid. So, because, you know, I can't stop thinking about you. But people don't believe me when I tell them that I finally found the one. I can't wait for this, but, you know, we're going to take our time. Because I can't let go of you now that I have found you. Even though my card is tore, but this is a woman holding a red rose. Even though you're not really ready to totally commit to me, but we're going to continue to talk. They're going to travel the distance and put the work in. Again, of course, right? Because Venus by then will be in her own home. And that's where the strength of a partnership can be very much, how can I say it? Full throttle, right? We always want Venus to be in Libra. When love and partnership and proposals and everything like that is being obtained, talked about, discussed, signing of the contract or papers, you always would want Venus, or even meeting somebody, because it's going to be a true connection at that time. Okay. Unlike Venus being in fifth house of Leo. Oh, that's all about that. You get me? Because fifth house of Leo, it ain't nothing but dating, having fun. Well, you'd be like, oh, this all too much. But with Venus being in her natural home, things will be a lot more undisputed, where that the scales will be a lot more balanced. The truth will be a better determination. So this can again be why the Stork card is in reverse, because whether you met this person or not, or even if they have not came towards you yet, it's in the works. Okay, because you're not expecting this. You're not expecting this. That's why this card came in reverse. And my moderator, she sent me a new deck. I just didn't grab it, but it's over here, because that card is toe up. That card is very much tore up. Damn, all them cards right there at the top is this deck that just came out right here. That's crazy. Because I know my moderator going to be like, now I gave her a new deck. Why? And I don't even see it. Why is she using that raggedy card? Where is the card at? It's missing. I don't even know where it's at, y'all. It's missing. But thank y'all so much. I like the time that we sat here and talked and got to the truth of everything. This reading did take a turn, like Miss Linda said, but hey, I just read the cards. I don't even see that card in here. It's somewhere in my box. But she's the lady holding a rose. Which is the same one like this card here. Which is, you're not having a level of expectations for anything or anybody. You're just more wondering about any legal troubles or issues or things that need to go forward when it comes to paperwork and contracts. That's mostly what you're concentrating on, such as car notes, insurance, rent, loans that you're applying for, employment, callbacks, legal disputes, car accidents. Y'all are thinking about more of that stuff, okay? Which is the day-to-day lives. Some of you are not expecting anything other than that. So you see how she is right here holding a rose? She is the same person here. She's sitting down, looking out the window, and she's holding a rose. But I'll make sure I find the other card for the new deck. But that's it, y'all. So congratulations. You got an Ace of Pentacles. So try not to stress and worry too much. Things are going to clear up, okay? But when it's time, you're going to have to charge for it. So just make sure that you're choosing and making the right decision, because every action, you're going to have a reaction. And the reaction is going to be, if you accept a date or proposal, it can lead to moving in or marriage in the near future with a person, getting back together or starting something new. Now, same thing if you're charging forward with deciding to move or go with a new company and start a new job. The reaction is going to be favorable. and it can lead you to more opportunities or even more money where that you'll be able to move with the house card that I seen within the next 6 months, or you will be making money where that you can assist yourself with the extra money that will be coming to you as a blessing, with help for a down payment on a car or something like that, okay? Or moving, whatever it will be for you. All right. Thank y'all so much. I will see y'all in the next one. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and also turn on the notification bell because I always go live. So I'll pull up on your feed, okay? Thank y'all so much, and I'll see you in the next one.